अस्सलाम वालेकुम टाटियो बच्चों सोन क्लास 7th सब्जेक्ट सिविक्स इस टॉपिक आज पर नाव लर्निंग फॉर चेंज तुज किताब हुंद पेज नंबर 59 थी नजर लर्निंग फॉर चेंज गोइंग टू स्कूल इज एन एक्सट्रीमली important part of your life. As more and more children enter school every year, we begin to think that it is normal for all children to go to school. Today, it is difficult for us to imagine that school and learning could be seen as out of bounds or not appropriate for some children. But in the past, the skill of reading and writing was known to only a few. Most children learned the work their families or elders did. For girls, the situation was worse. In communities that taught sons to read and write, daughters were not allowed to learn the alphabet. Even in families where skills like pottery, weaving, and craft were taught, the contribution of daughters and women was only seen as supportive. For example, in the pottery trade, women collected the mud and prepared the earth for the pots. But since they did not operate the wheel, they were not seen as potters. In the 19th century, many new ideas about education and learning emerged. Schools became more common, and communities that had never learned reading and writing started sending their children to school. But there was a lot of opposition to educating girls even then. Yet many women and men made efforts to open schools for girls. Women struggled to learn to read and write. To thuye bacho nazar ashparna learning for change che son topic az science civics page number 59 chi thuye nazar going to school is extremely important part of your life. School gachun che tahnd khatar variyah zaruri extremely important chi tahnd zindagi khatar. As more and more children enter to school every year, daban zyad khot zyad variyah bach evan fi wahri schools mans, we began to think that it is normal for all children to go to school. Us socha pat dapan chi it is normal tamam bachan hind khatar school yun. Today it is difficult for us to imagine that school and learning could be seen as out of bounds. आज सन खतर ये वारिया मुश्किल ये ख्याल करुन इस स्कूलिंग छ या ये लर्निंग करें छ ये आउट ऑफ बाउंड्स या इनएप्रोप्रिएट छ ये एप्रोप्रिएट कहीं. But in the past the skill मगर past मंज ये skill of reading to writing was known to only few. ये हेचुन ओस पारुन लेखुन yes is kih sana variyah kam. Most children learned the work their families or elders did. Aksar bach is ती काम हेcha ये तिहिंद गरिक ٲسۍ karan ती ٲسۍ तम हेcha schooling ٲسۍ तम karan कहीं. For girls the situation was worse मगर कोरन हंद खतर ٲس हालत variyah kharab. And communities that taught sons to read and write दपन कहीं कबीलन मज ये लड़कन ٲسۍ parnavan basic लिखनाvan. Daughters were not allowed to learn the alphabet. Yem ladki as tam asan ak alphabet hechnin devan ki. Even in families where skills like pottery daba kih garan maz yet has a kin hunar hechnawa us pottery es hechnawa yani mitti hin bartan banawun be weaving mans kuch banna ke banawun ke wanun chan ka cheez ya hunar mandi craft es hechnawa were taught the support. Were taught at this each now the contribution of daughters and women were only seen supportive. Magar yum contribution ladkin hund the be zainen hund tihund contribution os tamase as kya karan support tamas am kaima support ka mat kana. For example in the poetry trade each poetry trade gasan os kya bartan banawun katru ban is banawa. Women collected the mud and prepared the earth for pots. Zain as kara kan tamas rab sambrawa tamas sui kana jama और करा तैयार ये कम खतर ban banana khatar. But since they were not operate the wheel तम मगर یہِ ویٖل چلاوان کِہیٖنۍ. دے آر ناٹ سیٖن ایز پوٹٲرٕز. تِم ٲسۍ یِوان یہِ وٕچھنہٕ کینٛہہ یِم گٔے پوٹر یِم گٔے بانہٕ بَناوَن وٲلۍ. تِم ٲسۍ ہُمَے باقٕے باقٕے چیٖز جمع کَران. اِن دَ 19th سٮ۪نچُری دَپان 19وِمہِ صٔدی منٛز مینی نِو آیڈیاز اٮ۪باوُٹ ایجوکیشن اینڈ لٔرنِنٛگ اِمٔرجِڈ. واریاہ نٔے نٔے آیڈیا آیہِ گٔے اِمٔرٕج کھُل جانا یا نِکلان. اِمٔرٕج گوٚو نِکلان. نٔے نٔے آیڈیا درٛاے. سکوٗلٕز بِکیم مور کامَن اِن کوٚمنِٹیٖز دیٹ ہیڈ نیور لٔرن ریٖڈِنٛگ اینڈ رایٹِنٛگ سٹاٹ سینڈِنٛگ دِیَر چِلڈرن ٹُو سکوٗل. دَپان سکوٗل ہسا گٔے واریاہ کامَن. سکوٗل بَنے واریاہ اور عام گٔے سکوٗل اور تِم کوٚمنِٹی تِم قبیٖل یا تِم گِروہ تِم بَرادٔری یِم نہٕ پَنٕنٮ۪ن بَچَن سکوٗل ٲسۍ ترٛاوان کِہیٖنۍ یِم نہٕ زانٛہہ ٲسۍ تِمَن پَرناوان یا ہیٚچھناوان تِم ہَسا کوٚر سٹاٹ پَنٕنۍ شُرۍ سکوٗل سوزٕنۍ. بٹ دِیر واز لاٹ آف اَپوزِشَن فار ایجوکیٹِنٛگ گٔرلٕز اِوٕن دٮ۪ن. مگر تَمہِ دۄہ تہِ ٲس اَپوزِشَن کَران دَپان ہے کورِ مہٕ سوٗزِکھ سکوٗل کِہیٖنۍ. اَتھ پٮ۪ٹھ ٲسۍ سٲری وَنان دَپان کورٮ۪ن ہُنٛد چھِنہٕ پَرُن ٹھیٖک کینٛہہ. گیٹ مینی وومین اینڈ مین میڈ ایفٲٹ ٹُو اوپن سکوٗلٕز فار گٔرلٕز. مگر واریاہو وومینو تہٕ مینو یِمو ہَسا کٔر زَنیو تہٕ مۄہنیو کوٚر واریاہو واریاہ کوٗشِش کَرٮ۪کھ سکوٗل کھُلٲیِکھ الگ کورٮ۪ن ہٕنٛدِ خٲطرٕ. وومین سٹرٛگلٕڈ ٹُو لٲرن ٹُو ریٖڈ اینڈ رایٹ. یِم زَنہِ چھِ یِم ہَسا کٔر جدوجہد اَمہِ خٲطرٕ ہیٚچھنہٕ خٲطرٕ پَرنہٕ خٲطرٕ. أمۍ سۭتۍ کٔر یِمو زبردست جدوجہد. تہٕ اَسہِ چھِ ٹاپِک یہِ اِنکَمپٕلیٖٹ وٕنہِ چھِ اَسہِ اَمہِ منٛز بیٚیہِ ہنا پَرُن. آز گوٚو یُتُے. خدا حافِظ.